Hey everybody, my name is Christopher, and I just got done watching my buddy Arthur. He's from California, Berkeley, I believe, and he was out in San Diego earlier today at the Chicano Park, and him and 3 or 4 other people got together, and they decided that they were going to go out to Chicano Park and they were going to view the murals that were on the walls of Chicano Park, which are mostly anti-American murals promoting Mexican nationalism and Mexican heritage, which I think is fine, but the murals on there are disparaging towards white Americans, which I think is a little iffy and stuff like that. They have a statue of a previous Mexican president inside the Chicano Park, and my buddy Arthur, he goes down to the park with a couple of his friends, and they want to take pictures of the murals. They bring some pizza, and they're sitting down at the picnic table having some pizza, and there are numerous police officers there, and I'm really appreciative that there were law enforcement officers there because they needed to be there. Hey James, how you doing? And Antifa shows up, and they're across the street, and they start to shout and yell and scream profanities and racial slurs at Arthur. And then they try to come across the street, and you have a wall of law enforcement officers who are forced into that position to where they have to protect American citizens from other American citizens. And eventually it got to be so overwhelming that the 50-plus officers that were there for 4 people, alright, there were about 4 guys with Arthur there to have pizza. 50-plus law enforcement officers there to protect them. After about 5 minutes, law enforcement told Arthur that he needed to leave the park due to safety concerns. Antifa is so violent and outrageous that they won't even allow individuals to have pizza in an American park. This has gotten to the point to where Antifa needs to be destroyed. When you as an American citizen can't have a picnic at a park without a threat of violence, and the organization perpetrating that violence has a name and it is Antifa, it needs to be wiped off the earth. They need to be done. I'm not saying Antifa members specifically need to be targeted for execution. They need to be finished. If they commit a crime, they need to be arrested. But we cannot have these types of organizations exist in the United States of America and still expect to have peace and prosperity for American citizens throughout the land. You can't have something like that in America. You just can't. I've been to Iraq. I've seen what it's like over there where people fucking hate each other. The Sunnis and the Shia, it's so bad over there that they will execute other people. They'll drag them out of their house, they'll execute them, and they'll place them in a different neighborhood to send a message to that particular Sunni neighbors or those Shia neighbors. And that's what they do over there, is they hate each other with passion. And over here in the United States of America, you have this hate group, Antifa, who is going around and assaulting conservatives on the street, and they are creating violence all over America. It's not just San Diego. It's not just Berkeley. If you want to wear your Trump hat and you meet one of these people on the streets, they're probably going to attack you, because that's what they've done at the rallies, that's what they're doing at the parks, so why would you expect them to act any differently? It's unfathomable that Antifa exists in the United States of America. We are the land of the free, the home of the brave, where everybody is equal, and we have a group of people who say that another group of people are so unequal that they shouldn't exist, that we should attack them in the streets, that we should use physical violence to stop them from believing in their particular beliefs. That's not okay. That is absolutely not okay. Our Constitution protects us. And if these individuals are going to try to take our life and try to attack us and try to beat us because we have a different opinion than them, then they need to go. That's just the only way there is to it. We won. Our president won. Get over it. And if you're going to come out there and attack people like the way you've been attacked, you need to be locked up. You need to be put in prison for the rest of your life. If you attack an American citizen because of their political beliefs, you should automatically lose your right to vote. Like that. And you should be barred from participating in any political activity, because clearly you're not mentally stable enough to handle it. That's just my opinion. I appreciate you guys watching. Antifa needs to be destroyed. They've got to be wiped out. Label them a domestic terrorist organization and then start treating them like domestic terrorists, because that's what they are. I'm going to post the video and the article that Arthur wrote up in the description here, so you guys can understand the gravity as to what I'm saying. 4 Americans went out to have a picnic, and they were forced to leave through violence. And that's where we're at in the United States of America, and I will not allow it to stand over my dead body.